Good morning, it's Lisa with Lisa Heal Yourself, and this video will change the trajectory of your health. So if you've been struggling for a long time with chronic illness, with symptoms, you have a diagnosis, you have something that's wrong with you, something is bothering you, you don't feel your best, and you can't seem to solve the problem, this video will change your life. This video will change your health. This video will change the trajectory of your entire healing journey. So if you are excited, give it a thumbs up, share it, consider subscribing, and let's get into it. So this video really is going to be my most important video to date. And I really hope that you watch it to the very end, because if you do, your life will change, your healing journey will change. And 6 months to a year from now, you are going to look back and be happy that you watched this entire video. Okay, so the very first thing I want you to do is get clear. I want you to get a piece of paper, I want you to get a pen, and I want you to write down on it exactly what it is that you want. You have to know what you want, you have to write it down. And you have to intend for this to happen. So no matter what it is, whether it's you want $1 million, then you write down on the paper, I want $1 million. But in this case, for this channel, you are going to write down, I want to heal myself. I want to be fully healed. That is not enough, okay? A lot of people write down, I want to be healed or I want to be fully healed. They don't know what that looks like. They have no clue what that life looks like. So I want you to take a little bit of room on this paper. What does being healed look like to you? What does your dream life look like when you're healed? What are you going to do with this health when you have it? So you are going to write this down in present tense as if it's already happened. Okay, so you're imagining a year from now and you're writing it down. So it might look something like this. I am now fully healed and living the life of my dreams. I feel good in my body. I'm able to exercise. I feel vibrant. I eat healthy. I exercise. I go for walks. I enjoy my kids. I enjoy my life. I participate in social events. I host social events. I play water sports. I participate in my kids' life. I interact with them. I travel. So you are going to write down what it is that health looks like for you. Pause this video and do this now. Now, this is the most important part of the process. Not because you wrote it down, not because you thought about it and you wrote it down and you're going to be manifesting it. Not because of that. But because when you write it down, when you know what it is that you want, you put it on paper and you really explicitly know what that feels like. What does it look like? What does it feel like? How does that dream life come into manifestation? What does it look like when it has manifested? And when you know that, when you know what it looks like, when you can imagine what that feels like, now you have your intention. You have all the reasons why. Because I want to be social, because I want to travel, because I want to enjoy my kids, right? It's all those things that you wrote down, the imagination of it, the feeling of it, what it is that you're trying to get, the aliveness of it. That's what you want to hold every single day as your intention. If you don't know what you want, if you haven't written it down, if you can't feel it, see it, taste it, know what it's gonna look like and feel like when it actually comes to fruition in its full manifestation power, like when it fully manifests, what is it going to feel and look like? What does that life look like? And when you can see that, when you can know that, you can hold this intention. Without a deep desire of what you want and with a constant attention on this intention, then you can never have it. So that is step one. You want to now hold this intention, hold this desire, hold this intention as the only possible outcome that you want in your life, as the only possible outcome. of how it is going to really look, feel, and taste and be when it happens. And now you just intend for this to happen. So the next step 2, you've got to let go of the past. The reason why we let go of the past, we let go of our story, we let go of everything that's happened up to now that has been this negative victim sort of sob story, this woe is me story that has led us to this point in our life, this point of chronic illness, this point of what we are living. Okay, because right now we are bringing every single story of our past with us into our present, and we're projecting it into our future. So actually that's what's manifesting. What you're holding on to and what you're carrying in a suitcase, lugging with you into your present, is what's now manifesting into your future. So we need to set that suitcase down. We need to make a choice. You need to decide every time you catch yourself talking about the sob story, having conversations about your symptoms, saying, woe is me, telling the old story, thinking about the old story, worrying about the future, right? Projecting, oh no, what if, right? Anything from the past. Oh no, what if this happens again in the future? Oh no, I'm never going to heal. Oh no, my symptoms are brutal. I need to tell someone. I need to talk about it. I need to keep reinventing the story, recreating the story, making it new, making it big, making it a part of my present. And actually, whatever's happening in the present, whatever story you're telling your mind in the present, is what you're actually manifesting in your future. So you need to let the past go, and that is a decision. That is a choice. That is breaking patterns. That is breaking habits. That is breaking association, and that is breaking identity with the old story, with the past. With any of these thoughts, feelings, and emotions that are keeping you stuck in a story that no longer serves you. You must break the patterns. You must let it go. You must stop talking about it, thinking about it, allowing it to be part of your present, and you must redirect your thoughts. You must redirect your thoughts to your intention, to what it is you intend. I am now healthy. I am healed. I'm living the life of my dreams. I'm traveling. I'm socializing. I'm feeling good in my body. I'm enjoying the summer. I'm eating a healthy diet. I'm exercising. I'm loving life. I'm building my dream career. I have an amazing relationship. All the things that you want, you tell it to yourself in present tense. I am living this life. And when the old story comes into the present that suggests that you are not living that life, like there's the symptom, there's the story, there's the suffering, there's the victim mentality, there's the urge that I want to pick up that pattern and talk about it, or whatever it is that you're doing, you've got to set that suitcase down and hold on to what it is that you want every single time in the present. Whatever's coming into the present moment is what's going to be projected into the future. So you cannot let your past come into your present. You only want the manifestation of what you want to happen in the future to be your now, to come into the present. So I am now this. So it's what you want in the future, but I am it now. You're holding that energy, you're holding that intention now. Anything that happened in the past, you're setting it down. You're not bringing it into the now. We're only bringing into the now what it is that we want to manifest, because what you're allowing into the present is what is manifesting, like it or not. So if you're thinking about the old story, you're carrying the old story, you're talking about your symptoms, you're noticing your symptoms, you're focused on your symptoms, you're worrying about the future, that's all happening now, in the present, and it will project into the future. So you want to bring the future that you want into the present. I am now healed. I am now healthy. These are the thoughts, feelings, and emotions that we want to hold in present time and let go of the rest, because we are going to manifest what it is that we're being in the present, what it is that we're thinking in the present, the emotions that we're feeling in the present. Right? Anything that's happening in the present from a thought, emotion, feeling is what's going to project and going to become our future. This is key. This is important. You must set down the past. You must not allow that past to come into the future. You need to break ties, break patterns, break association, and break reality with your current identity completely. Let the story of you that you think you are go. let it go. Let it go and create something new. Create an identity in the now that you want to project, that you want to become your future. If you're thinking a thought, if you're feeling an emotion, if you're saying something, if you're speaking something, if you're doing something, if you're taking action, and it is something that you don't want to manifest, you must stop doing it in the now. If you don't want your current reality to continue to manifest, you must break ties with it in the present. Look, I know it is hard. I know you feel alone. I know you feel broken. I know you feel suffering. I know you feel these things and they are real. And you're thinking, do I just ignore them? Do I just ignore this reality? Yes. Yes, you do. You break association with this reality, because if you continue to allow yourself to feel sorry for yourself, to talk about it, to express the pain, express the hurt, to cry, to feel it, if you continue to allow yourself to think the negative thoughts that are going on, to obsess over the symptoms, if you continue to allow them to stay alive in the present, you are continuing to give them life. You're breathing life into them, and you're creating with 100% certainty that they will continue to be there. So it's not that we suppress and deny and reject and disown and ignore these things or try to change them or try to fix them. That's not what I'm saying. We want to hold our intention above the reality that is. So it's like, okay, I see you, I feel you, I notice you, I'm not pushing you away, I'm not telling you that you're not real, I'm not whatever, but I'm not going to talk about you, I'm not going to give you more life, I'm not going to allow you to ruin my day, I'm not going to allow myself to breathe more life into you by talking about you, by worrying about you, by future projecting about you, by reliving the past over and over about you. I'm going to notice what you are right here in the present, and I'm going to detach from you as much as possible. I'm just going to witness you as a neutral bystander. Yes, I see you. Yes, you're there. That is nice, but that's not what I'm going to give my attention to. I'm going to give my attention to my intention. I'm going to give my attention not to you. Yes, I know you're there. I'm not denying you. I'm not suppressing you. I'm not telling you you're not real. I'm not pretending. I'm not delusional. I see you, but I'm not going to give you more energy. I'm not going to feed you. I see you, but I'm not going to feed you. What I am going to feed is my intention. I'm going to give all my attention to my intention. I'm going to visualize that. I'm going to tell that story. I'm going to grow that story. I'm going to feed what it is that I want. So we're not delusional. We're not ignoring. We're not denying. We're not suppressing. We are saying, I see you. I'm aware of you. You're there. I may not be able to change you, but I am not going to feed you. I'm not going to breathe life into you. And I am purposely, consciously going to take my attention and put it on what it is that I do want, the thing that I do want to create, because that is what I want to try to manifest in the now, because that is what I want my future to look like. And that is the only reality I'm going to allow into my life. I'm not going to allow the past to come in. I'm not going to allow myself to obsess about all the details about this present moment right now that are not good or ideal or are painful or are causing me stress. I'm not going to focus on them. I'm going to put my attention and my focus on what it is that I can control. And I can control my imagination. I can control my thoughts. I can control my emotions. I can choose to think differently. I can choose to take action differently on something different. I can choose to have an emotional response or an emotional reaction that is different. I am going to control what it is I can control. I know I can't control everything. I know I can't fix you or change you or heal you or do whatever. Like, I haven't had success in that, and I'm not going to. But I am going to put my attention on my intention, and nothing that you can do in the reality, in the present moment, nothing you can do will change that, because I am not going to breathe life into you. I am not going to feed you. I am not going to allow you to grow bigger. I am not going to focus on you in any way because I do not want you. I actually want to kill you. I actually want you to die. I actually want you to no longer exist. You and that old story are not my identity. That is not what I choose. That is not what I'm going to feed. That is not what I'm going to put my attention on. I have that conscious control and I am going to use it to my advantage. This is what we are saying. And that brings us to the next step, which is choose, decide. You always have choice. You can always decide. This is called your free will, and you need to make the choice. No, I'm not going to feed you. I'm not going to look at my past. I'm only going to choose this. You need to choose, you need to decide, and you need to hold your attention on your intention. Step number 4, you need to look yourself in the eyes. Look yourself in the mirror. Look yourself in the soul, okay? And say to yourself, I love you. You're beautiful. I love you. You are worth everything. My love for you is unconditional. I will never abandon you. I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. And I will never let you down. I will never allow you to carry that past story forward ever again. No matter how much you want to, no matter how much pity you want, no matter how much payoff you would get to have somebody love you or feel sorry for you or help you or be able to get out of something or use it as an excuse or whatever small payoffs that you get, I am not gonna allow you to do that because I love you too much. I'm going to hold you accountable. I want you to look yourself in the eye and say, I love you unconditionally. I will never leave you, and I will hold you accountable to yourself and to God, to the one power of everything, because you are a piece of God. You are a fractal of God, and you deserve so much more of this. And I am going to hold you accountable. I am going to love you. I am going to tell you that you're worth it. You are worth it. You're beautiful. You're perfect. You're perfection. You deserve everything. You deserve to live that life of your dreams. You deserve to be healed. You deserve to travel. You deserve to have good relationships, to be social, to play with your children, to run down the street, to exercise, to be vibrant, to live the healthy life of your dreams. You deserve that. And I am going to give it to you. And I will never give up on you until we get it, because I love you that much. My love for you is unconditional and never ending. I will love you forever in this life and beyond. And we are not giving up. I will not give up on you. I am going to hold you accountable, and you deserve to be healed, and you will be healed. And I will love you and help you choose that every step of the way. You need to look yourself in the eye and be your best friend. Be your mother. Be your champion. Look right into your soul and let the higher part of you talk to that broken part of you and say, no, that is not who you are. I see you. I know you. And I know where we're going, and I am going to lead you there, and I won't give up on you, and I love you, and you're worth it, and you deserve it, and you're going to have it. That is a prayer. That is a vow. That is a promise to yourself that I want you to look in your eye the way you would if you were vowing marriage to somebody else, to be there through sickness, through health, through thick, through thin, through riches, through poor. I want you to vow to yourself that you're going to love yourself and be there as a partner for yourself forever. That is the kind of vow that you need to make in order to heal yourself. The last step is I want you to take aligned action. The universe doesn't take anything and deliver it to your doorstep. You must take action. Aligned with your intention, aligned with your own self-love, rooted in the present moment. You have to take action every moment. You have to take action now. You have to choose now. You have to choose differently now. You have to look a different way now. You have to respond differently now, right? It's about breaking association with everything in the past and choosing something new now, taking a new action now and now and now. Holding a goal, you know what your intention is. Now, what is the goal? How do you get there? What are all the steps you need to take? You take them with the action of unconditional love, of belief in yourself, and of holding that intention. And you actually now walk the walk, you walk the steps, you do what you need to do in order to reach the goal that you set. You take the action now. You live the life. You step into the character of that healed person that you want to be, and you claim that life for your own. You start acting as if, you start believing it. You start taking action from the point of view that you are healed. What would you do if you were healed? What action would you take with your kids? How would you travel? What would you do this summer? What would you eat? You know, how would you show up in the world as a vibrant, healed, healthy person? You need to take those actions now. You need to begin to live that life. You set your goal, you know where you're going, you're holding focus on your intention, you believe in yourself, you vowed to yourself, and now you must take aligned action. You must take the action that it is required of you to get from A to B. It doesn't happen, it doesn't fall into your lap. But if you know what you want, if you've written it down, if it is your true desire and you hold your attention on your intention and you love yourself unconditionally and vow to yourself that you are going to create this, that you're going to hold yourself accountable, now you take the action steps needed every single day in the now. You take an action now, right? What are you going to eat now? What are you going to think now? What are you going to do now? How are you going to show up now? How are you going to interact with other people now? What story are you going to tell now? You must do it in the now. And you must take all the steps in the now that are going to build on each other, that are going to help you jump and leap and bound into that future that it is that you want. So aligned action is key. And then here's a bonus step. If you want one more step, you can sign up for my Become Your Own Healer program. And if you want to learn more details about it, click the link in the description below, because this program will take you from A to Z. It will show you all the steps in between. It will break it down in an easy to understand way and put the power in your hands so that you can become your own healer, so that you can take your own power back and heal yourself. Because that's what it's all about. We must learn to take our own power back. We must learn how to heal ourselves, to take those aligned action steps, to walk ourselves from where we were, that story that we're no longer living, into the future and the creation in our mind of the identity of who it is that we want to be. And we must become that person now. And so the Become Your Own Healer is that launching pad for you to take your health into your own hands. It's a 5-part program. Part 1 is available now. You can jump in now. You can begin your health journey. And a year from now, when you look back, you are going to be so happy that you watched this video, that you wrote your goals down, that you held your attention on your intention, that you vowed to love yourself and be there for yourself forever, and that you took the aligned action that is required of you to become the version of yourself that you want to be. I know you can do it. Go ahead and watch the next video. It will break down my course in more detail. And I know that these are the steps that it takes to change the trajectory of your health and healing journey forever. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've liked it. Give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and I will see you in the next video.